Plebeians, welcome back. Neil with the Balding Plebs, and I'm joined here by one of my best friends, Big Dick Rick. Rick, it's great to have you back here on the Exposed Gaming Podcast. Thanks for joining me tonight, bro.
It's been what, over a year
Yeah,
since we've done this.
it's been a long time
Exciting.
since we've done any form of relevant content here on the channel, even longer since you and I have gotten together for a video. Shame on me for that.
You know what
But
I say? Quality over quantity.
yeah, so I want to jump in tonight, and well, first of all, before we get into Game of the Year's trailer reactions from the Game Awards and just general gaming 101, I want to ask, Ricky, I want to know how you're doing, man.
I'm doing great. Life is amazing.
Awesome. Now,
It's awesome.
Now, you don't have to get into the specifics or anything because obviously that's none of the internet's business. But you did take a little trip across the pond recently to visit a special someone. And I just want to know, Ricky, how did that trip go?
It's the best time of my life. It's a great time. I suggest, honestly, anybody to travel to a different place that you've never been to and just forget about all your stresses in life and have a nice time.
You know, Ricky, I'm really happy you got to have the experience, dude. And obviously, you know, you and I were bros. We talk a lot. I want everything to be good for you. And to all the viewers out there tonight, I got to give a special shout out to, of course, Tech TV Forever, Trick Shot. We've got Nature Boy, some of our all the time viewers on the streams. I want to thank you guys for joining, for all the streams, for the videos, for everything. I want to thank all the viewers and everybody for sticking with us here as we get into the end of 2025 and 2026. Starting with Ricky, let's talk about it. Games of the Year 2025. What do you got for me, man?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't really played a lot of 2025's releases. I've been playing a lot of older games. What I have played was, I think, the most notable ones, if you want to talk about big names, I've played Monster Hunter Wilds and AC Shadows, which I actually forgot Assassin's Creed came out this year. But I did play that. My favorite game of the year, my personal game of the year, and it's funny because I'm not into like I don't know if you would call it a graphic, or what do you call it, visual novel, or like choice-driven games, things like that.
Yeah, visual
Never really
novels,
been
choice-driven games. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
they've never really been for me, like Telltale and stuff. But I actually played Dispatch this year, and I enjoyed it a lot. The story was great, the characters was great, the animations were awesome. Your decisions were actually definitely impactful. In a lot of these games, you make a choice, and it kind of gives you the illusion of, you know, weight to anything you do.
Yeah.
But this, it's really good, and if you haven't played it, I would really recommend it. The story is very solid. Soundtrack's amazing. The action sequences are awesome. That's definitely hands down maybe my game of the year. Again, I did miss a lot of the releases. Like I didn't play Expedition 33 or one of the other big ones, Death Stranding. Haven't had a chance to play those, but Dispatch. Anybody that is into those kind of games, highly recommend.
Well, actually, before I shout out my game of the year, which pretty much everybody knows already, I actually do want to shout out a few games that I played this year that were exceptional. Starting with one that Lynn and I were playing for the longest time on Game Pass, Sworn. Really fun Hades-like multiplayer game. So we really enjoyed that game. Also, a lot of people were playing Silent Hill F. There's a horror game that I really enjoyed that I was playing on the channel for a while called Total Chaos. I have to say it's probably the best horror game I've played in about 15 years with just general feel and general gameplay and enjoyability. I really like that game. Arc Raiders, Lynn and I are playing. Co-op is just an absolute blast, and even solo, it's a lot of fun for an extraction shooter. My brother did pick up the much anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong, a game he really, really enjoys and is playing the absolute shit out of. We had 33 Immortals released this year. And, of course, the Game of the Year 2025, Expedition 33, one of the best RPGs and one of the best all-around games with the best atmosphere and feeling and music and just general everything I've played in a very, very long time. It's crazy because I look at some years past and like the selection of games were so bad. And then I look at this year and it's like I had Expedition 33, I had Total Chaos. We have Arc Raiders. So, I mean, 3 big hitter games right there that made me go, yeah, these are really great games. These games are a lot of fun. Hollow Knight, Silk Song, obviously for my brother. So just a hell of a year in 2025 and a really nice departure from the woke trash that was going on for the longest time in the games industry. And it's so nice to see some of the developers getting away from that garbage. And, Ricky, here's something I want to talk about, if it's okay. I want to talk about some of these problem games and how they've recently been getting exposed, like Call of Duty with its hyper skinification, throwing so many different stupid, ridiculous skins into this game that it doesn't even feel like Call of Duty anymore. And you said you had some stuff you wanted to say about COD. So, Ricky, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Well, if you want to talk about skins, I'll talk about something else in regards to COD. The main issue with Call of Duty, and it goes for all of them, not only certain like Black Ops and Modern Warfare, like all Call of Duty, is the annual releases, right? The thing is that Call of Duty, it feels more like, how should I say, a subscription service to just a reskin game every year annually.
Mm-hmm.
There's no actual changes.
Yeah, it's what it is.
And and Activision has even noted on this, like they made an announcement recently. They said we're no longer going to be releasing a game in the same series annually. So not like back-to-back Black Ops, Modern Warfare, etc.
Sure.
Which I think is really good. A longer development cycle will make these games actually differ. I mean, but only time will tell. We'll see if they actually are different from each other. Like Call of Duty has become such a black hole for money, and the enjoyability of it and the creativity of it is just down to the floor. And I'll say, I don't know if you've seen the campaign for Black Ops 7, is it?
No.
But it has no essence of Call of Duty in it at all. It feels like more of a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, I did see that in the trailers.
Yeah, like it just Call of Duty has lost its identity. They've gone too deep into the sauce. It's just there's so many issues with the series. Like from technical aspect, the campaign for BO7 is online only, so you can't play without an online connection. People can join your match randomly and kind of grief your campaign. Like it's just it doesn't really make sense to me. It's not fun. Online multiplayer has been the same for years. Obviously, it's Call of Duty. It's not much you can really, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. It's not much you can do about that. But it really is just the same game with a different coat of paint. And it's $70 every year. It's just not worth it. I know Black Ops 7, I think, has like record low sales. Even though we don't know the numbers yet, you can kind of tell. Because, I mean, they did come out and make a statement. In regards to cosmetics, that is really where they fell off the deep end. Last year, for example, they had a Beavis and Butthead crossover. Like, obviously, I understand you want to have cool skins for people to buy and have fun with, but it comes to a point where it just really breaks your immersion for the game, and it just does not belong in Call of Duty. Yes.
Call of Duty isn't supposed to be Fortnite. If you want that, go play Fortnite.
Right. A lot of the games are Fortnitification on so many games. Like, obviously you understand, it's a cool collaboration. Oh, Beavis and Butthead, but it does not belong in that game.
100%.
In Battlefield 6, for example, EA made a great decision by going back behind the doors after 2042, making a good Battlefield game, going back to their roots. None of that cringe garbage. It's all very grounded in reality, all the skins you can buy.
Well, Ricky, I think you make a really great point there, and I wanted to mention this about Battlefield. So we saw with the release of Battlefield 2042 an absolutely disastrous release, one of their worst releases in history. And then we can look at a game like Battlefield 6, embraced and generally loved by the community because they went back to their roots and they went back to what made Battlefield. I heard all of my friends that play those games talking about it. Man, I'm getting ready to play Battlefield 6 this weekend. We're having a great time with it, I didn't hear any of my friends saying, I can't wait to play Battlefield 2042 this weekend with the bros. They were
No.
all telling me how disappointed they were. So I think this shows something that some of these studios and some of these development teams are starting to get it through their head that this is what players want. And they're sick and tired of this frickin' money machine BS. Give me a good game with fun multiplayer and let me play.
100%.
Yep.
100%. I'm glad that because EA's, if you think about it, is realistically COD's only competitor. Battlefield is very different from COD. It's not just like a shooter. They are different games fundamentally. But I really hope in the future Activision, Microsoft really puts more work into Call of Duty and making it unique again, and not just some Fortnite FPS arena shooter.
Sure, sure, sure. And another game I wanted to make sure I shouted out. I just remembered this, so sorry I'm having a senior moment here. I actually just beat Crow Country the other day on Nintendo Switch. Really enjoyed that game. Nice pixel style, survival horror, Resident Evil like on multiple platforms. If you guys can score for under $20, I highly recommend you check it out. It's a nice, short, sweet experience. Sorry, I know I went backwards there, but whatever. Ricky,
Let me ask you.
you can ask. Yeah, you can ask me.
What has been the most disappointing game in 2025 for you?
I'm going to tell you something crazy. Are you ready for this? I didn't play very many disappointing games in 2025. Now, I know that's a hot take.
Okay, dude.
I know that's a hot take, dude. But, I'm sure there were a few here or there where I was playing and I was like, whatever. Write this one off, that's not for me, that's not for me, I'm sure there were a few. But dude, nothing really stands out to me as making me go, ugh, this shit again.
Yeah.
Nothing really. I didn't really have that experience very much this year, Ricky. I had a mostly positive year in 2025. Expedition 33 left such a positive taste in my mouth, dude. It was like, man, after playing that game, nothing could ruin 2025 for me. Because I already had played the game of the year. I'd already played the best game. There's nothing going to beat it. Oh, dude. And another game I got to shout out. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What an incredible RPG experience, dude. I mean, man, when I look at that first game, how mediocre it was. And it was mediocre. And then I look at the leap that Warhorse made into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think I gave that game like a 9 or a 9.5. Quite possibly one of the best games I'd ever played. The storytelling was amazing. And it was just awesome. So I got to shout out that game too. Dude, Ricky, there were really very few bad games that I actually played in 2025. I mean that sincerely.
Now, I'm with you. Like I said, I didn't play many releases from this year, but one that I did play and very much left a nasty taste in my mouth, and I've said it time and time again. This used to be one of my favorite series of all time, is Assassin's Creed Shadows. And now let me get into this, right?
Yeah, tell us about it. Because I remember watching you play it. I remember watching you play it. Yeah.
I grew up on Assassin's Creed. I played part 2 as my first game, then I went back and played the other ones. I think it's Ubisoft, how would I say? Ubisoft formula to a T. So Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's a very visually pleasing game. It's very pretty, very nice to look at. But the core of its game, the story, the characters, the gameplay, it is so god awful. It's nothing like Assassin's Creed. It's RPG slop that Ubisoft turns out time and time again, and I'll get into it. Assassin's Creed Shadows has 2 characters, Naoe and Yasuke, right? Both of their stories are the most uninteresting pieces of writing I've ever had to sit through for 80 hours. They're not very likable. They're so stale. There's no depth to their characters at all. and I don't want to spoil it, but it's not good. And let's get to like the gameplay. The gameplay, the combat's not horrible, but it's very, very repetitive. There's like a few finishers that you do depending on the weapon you're using. It's just repetitive animations, repetitive parkour, in cutscenes, lip syncs are horrible. Characters literally like it's god awful. It's hard to explain how bad it is. Um, and it kind of just turned into a microtransaction piece of crap with the Helix store and buying outfits instead of finding cool outfits in the world like you used to be able to. Collaborations with Attack on Titan. Like, why is Attack on Titan in Assassin's Creed? And it's god awful. Like, Ubisoft has ruined one of my favorite franchises, and it's so upsetting to think about. And uh, I'm just like lost for words. It's horrible. They released recently their Clouds of Awaji expansion. That's such poor reception that they canceled the second expansion. Now they're moving on to the next project. I sincerely hope in the future Ubisoft puts time into the next Assassin's Creed, gives us a good story and characters. It's so bad. Yes.
I remember, now that you mentioned it, I remember all the drama with the writing and the weird stuff that was going on at the time of release and pre-release and stuff. And I remember watching trailers for that game, watching some gameplay, and going, "Yeah, they wish they were Tenchu. Yeah, they wish they,
No.
yeah, they wish they were a better ninja game." And like so I remember watching some of that stuff, and I remember pretty much thinking to myself, this game's gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
This game's not going to do well. And sure, they'll sell copies. Of course they will, dude. It's Assassin's Creed. They're going to sell copies by default.
Yeah.
But I kind of looked at that and I just thought to myself, okay, they've made their decision with Assassin's Creed. Clearly, it is not pro gamer. Clearly, it
Mm-mm.
is more pro Ubisoft and fleecing as much money out of the players as they
Yeah.
can. And you know what, dude? I think in order to get change from Ubisoft, the players have to stop supporting those projects.
Yeah.
I know we've been singing this tune for a long time, dude, and I'm going to continue to sing it. But if you keep supporting it, these companies are going to keep doing it. That
Yeah.
is the reality. So, yeah, it is disappointing to hear
So
that
I want
because
yeah.
Assassin's Creed is how you and I
Mm.
met with Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed Valhalla Collector's Edition breakdown
Yeah.
and review way back on the channel when we used to do that.
So that's what I want to note is another thing. Assassin's Creed Shadows feels like it came out too late. And what I mean by that is Ubisoft, people have been wanting Japan and Assassin's Creed for years. And then a nice little studio named Sucker Punch gave us a game called Ghost of Tsushima. And that game was peak. Ghost of Tsushima is the ninja experience in feudal Japan. And it blows Shadows out of the water, which didn't help Ubisoft at all. At all. Because it's sad when a game that you release has a spiritual predecessor, I should say, that's so much better. Like you're doomed to fail. They they couldn't even top that. Ghost of Tsushima is the best Assassin's Creed game you can play in feudal Japan. And one other thing I want to know is what I mean by Ubisoft slop is Assassin's Creed has adopted the microtransaction formula. You go to the Helix store, you buy armor sets and fantasy garbage. Before all this, you used to be able to play the game, collect stuff, and actually get the armor in game from a story quest. They take that away from you, and now you're just buying it from the shop in a single player RPG. It's very infuriating. Yes, Neil?
You know why they took that away?
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Because the players let them.
Yeah.
We've
People buy
talked,
it.
dude, I talk about this in some of my videos, and I very harshly blame the gamers for a lot of what's going on in the industry. But you know what, dude? It's absolutely the truth. And I
It
will
is.
continue to blame the gamers. Listen, Companies got to make money. I totally get it. And if I was Ubisoft, I would do the same exact thing they're doing because you guys have supported it for so long. And now gamers are saying, whoa, 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 whoa. We took this microtransaction thing and this, all this different stuff too far. I want to be able to find some of these outfits. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And you guys took this too far. So now we have to backtrack years and years and years of telling them it's okay and saying, well, you guys took it too far. And that's a lot of what happens when you have these publicly traded companies. They prioritize profits over people.
Yes.
And I again, as a business owner, I completely understand that. It is all about making money. 100%. I agree. But as the gamers, we have to know when to say, actually, Ubisoft, this is not acceptable. This needs to change if you want us to continue to support your projects. Mm-hmm. So that is the big problem, and that is where the gamers need to step up and say, now I'm not going to just blindly buy every new Ubisoft product. I'm going to demand that they make a quality game that I actually want to play.
I agree. I'm not going to rant about Ubisoft anymore because I can go on forever. So we can move on from that. But
so
Assassin's Creed Shadow is definitely my worst game of 2020.
Yeah, that was a bad taste for sure. Well, Ricky, why don't we jump right into some of these? We saw some trailers at the Game Awards. Yes. Now, admittedly, I only saw the Game of the Year for 2026. I only saw what's that new game coming out? The hero shooter. Oh man.
I already forgot the name of it.
Highguard. I only saw Highguard. And speaking of the Game of the Year 2026, I feel like I'm going to have to take a Highguard in a little bit here. But now that being said, you've got some trailers keyed up for us. I'd like you to share your screen. Guys, we're going to jump in and we're going to do a little bit of reaction and discussing some of the stuff we're going to see for some of these upcoming games.
Sure. Now, guys, if we react to something that you wanted us, if we don't react to something that you want us to react to, leave a comment down below. We may or may not check it out. All right.
All right. When we get into it, I want you to let me know what we're watching, if that's okay.
You don't want to be surprised?
Well, it's okay to. I mean, dude, there was no big surprise shown at the Game Awards. I already know that.
This first trailer we're gonna be reacting to is Star Wars Fate of the
Oh yeah, this one I want to see. Let's do it. I want to see this. And I'm a great person to ask about Star Wars because I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm a casual consumer. So if you can get a casual consumer interested, you're doing your job. And that was my brother's favorite parts about like Jedi Survivor and the Jedi games with Cal Kestis. Is the different planets you could explore, the different environments. My brother really loved that. That was one of his favorite things.
I'll talk more after the trailer's done.
Now, do we get to see any gameplay, or is it just cinematic?
Cinematic only. I think it's still very early into development.
Okay.
I'm digging the vibe.
Yeah, they got a good vibe going on, for sure.
They're playing as a Jedi, it looks like. Alright, so that's Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Now I want to say something.
Okay.
I'm just like you. I'm a very, probably even less than casual, very casual Star Wars consumer. I don't watch any of the movies. I don't watch any of the TV shows. Now, given I do enjoy some of the video games, I love The Force Unleashed 1 and 2, Jedi Order, and the Fate of the whatever it's called. Those games are amazing. So I'm very casual in Star Wars.
Agreed.
I do enjoy the video games, and I think this game, we only see cinematics, but I think this game is a game I will probably play and enjoy.
Sure.
Any thoughts?
I think they have a lot of
There's
work.
not much to yeah.
You know, I think
there's
they have a
not
lot
much
of.
to say.
I think they have a lot of work to do after the Star
Yeah.
Wars Outlaws game, which was an absolute
Oh,
shit. Oh yeah, there was another trash
oh,
pile from 25, but
fudge.
that game was
Ubisoft flop.
an absolute shit pile, and they tried so hard to have a female Han Solo, and it just didn't
Yeah.
click. Now that being said, they've got a lot of work to do to be quote relevant with this game. We saw a trailer, you slap Star Wars on it, everybody pops for a cheap cheer
Yeah.
and clap. I need to see some gameplay. I need to see something that makes me say I have to play this game. So they've got some work to do.
The thing about it is that it is a successor to KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
where the initial hype is coming from.
Totally get it.
Yeah,
Totally get it.
I try not to. I'm not going to compare it to Outlaws because Outlaws is Ubisoft's flop. Star Wars is it's a licensed IP, so could be good.
Yep, could be
Can't
good.
say much yet because it's just cinematic. So
We're gonna come back to this one when they have actual gameplay for us. All right, Ricky, cue up the next one.
all right.
Oh yeah, Divinity. Let's do it. Yep, Divinity. I care about this one.
This is the big statue. A game from Larian Studios, 2024 Game of the Year. Baldur's Gate 3. I can tell this game's gonna be peak already.
One thing I like about Larian is even in their pre-release videos for Baldur's Gate 3, they're very flashy and very flamboyant.
Yes.
The head of the studio, he's flamboyant, you can tell.
Yeah, he's French through and through.
Very flamboyant. You know, my big thing is I've really moved out of the days where I get hyped over cinematic trailers.
Yeah.
If you don't show me gameplay, I'm bored. Like, I don't care.
Yep, I
But
feel you.
I like to see stuff like this because I like this setting automatically.
You know what you think is when you think Larian, you give it more of a chance in your head. Like, this is gonna be
just
hype.
like you do with the guys who made The Witcher. Absolutely.
Yeah. If I see a Witcher animation, I'm gonna be hyped.
Yeah. Yeah, I see stuff like this, and I'm like, it reminds me of the settings for my books, so I automatically like this kind of stuff.
We got some sort of festival for this guy's burning.
Yep.
Very intense, very dark. Divinity.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, That's got my attention. I want to see more. I know about what Divinity is, so I want to see a little bit more.
So I'm coming from a boat where I've never played Divinity. The only Larian game I've played was Baldur's Gate 3.
It's a lot like Baldur's Gate. It's a lot like Baldur's Gate. Very similar.
I'm automatically interested. So again, it's hard to say because it is a cinematic, but it's a game that I definitely do want to see again.
For sure. I want to see gameplay for it. I want to see where they go with it and what they offer.
Let's go to Resident Evil 9. Just past this anime game, my bad.
So yeah, as far as Resident Evil 9 goes, you know, my big thing about Resident Evil is now, you know, it's like the games just go on and go on and go on. Again, pause it for just a second, Ricky. Big fan of Resident Evil here. Been playing it since it started. Played every single Resident Evil game, whatever, you know. I've beaten every version of the original game, yada yada, bing bam boom. Whatever, it doesn't matter. For me, Resident Evil now is just like okay. And so, you know, I said this was with Resident Evil Village, and I'm gonna say it with Resident Evil Requiem. It's not a day one game. This is a game you can get on sale. This is a game you do not have to buy on day one. For a lot of my guys out there who are saying, you know, where can I save an extra 30 or 40 bucks on my games? Resident Evil Requiem is a great example of it. Hey, listen, I totally get the hype train. I totally understand being excited for the next Resident Evil game. I used to also. We have one of the best and most viewed reactions for Resident Evil 2 Remake on YouTube. Totally understand. But I just want you guys to know it's not as exciting as it used to be. Let's see this. Let's see if it changes. Let's see if it changes.
So I'm in the same boat. I love Resident Evil. I played all the games except for like Code Veronica X.
Yeah. Which was
great.
Code Veronica was great.
Pretty much. Yeah, I played each one multiple times.
Yeah.
I loved all of them. I will say Resident Evil definitely isn't a day one buy. It's Resident Evil. I love it because I love the characters in the series. You know, I like the horror aspects of it. It's enjoyable for me. But it's not something that you have to buy on release. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Let's do it. Right. I'm ready.
So let's show you. I do like that we have been introducing new characters into the series, giving it a nice refresh. So it's good.
Hello?
So far, I would have said Resident Evil, Silent Hill, or
it hasn't been easy.
Alone in the Dark.
But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others? And it's not post-mortem lividity.
Now, the title is Resident Evil 9 Requiem, so you guys should not be surprised if Leon dies.
Hey, we don't know Leon's in the game yet.
I said you should not be surprised.
Where the fifth body was found.
Through you, Elpis can finally be set free.
Elpis. New virus?
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Looks like he's kind of the chase monster on the level.
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Wait, are we going back to the mansion? No fucking way!
Oh, you type, guys.
Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
Oh my god!
Can't wait till that shit goes on sale.
Oh my god!
It's in the old mansion? I'm in. Not on day one, but I'm in.
It's Leon fucking Kennedy. Suplex, suplex.
Over here. FBI. What are you doing here? Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Not sure why they'd be using a Chiappa Rhino. It's one of the most useless weapons there is. Gotta get those advertisements in there, I guess.
I do love that Leon's gameplay is focused on action, while Grace is more.
Hell yes, dude!
It's amazing. Look at that.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm absolutely in. Not on day one, but I'm in. If we're going back to the mansion, dude, I'm in. Sorry.
Listen, they're definitely nostalgia baiting us. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah.
Well, like I was saying, is I like that there's two distinct gameplay areas. You got Grace with the more sneak around, very scary horror, and you got Leon who's going, he's suplex everybody.
That is very reminiscent of what it was like in Resident Evil 0 with Rebecca and Billy. Billy had the stronger weapons, did more damage. Rebecca was able to do more of like some of the puzzles and stuff. So I really like that. Yeah. Only show me relevant stuff. Let's do it.
All right, so this game is Exodus. I'm actually interested in this one. This is a game led by Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Made by Wizards of the Coast. We'll check it out.
So you know it's going to be garbage.
You know, it definitely feels dated if you look at the gameplay.
Who are you? I'm a friend.
Oh, there's Matthew.
Celestials are the enemy of humanity.
I thought it was interesting. Let's see what you think.
To our very survival. I can't do this anymore. Salvaging scraps just to get by.
Child of Orion, fulfill the purpose for which you were crafted, and seize your destiny.
Our world is dying. You are the only one who can wield celestial tech and find a cure. Well, that's fucking terrifying. But with the right ship and the right crew, you could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, June.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it.
The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture? How much are you willing to sacrifice to save your world?
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
You know, I want that game to be good because I'm actually interested enough to play it.
Yeah. All I was saying is the story definitely looks like something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I do need to see more gameplay. There were snippets here and there.
Looked a little bit like Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood to me.
Yeah, it's more than a year away. It's definitely going to be on my radar. Can't really say much if it's a day one or not, but
yeah,
definitely interested.
I want to see. I actually keep me informed. I want to see more about that game too.
Yeah. Warlock will skip over that one. Oh, here we go.
Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. I won't play it. You can skip it.
What? Control?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Oh, yeah, Control's solid.
Did you watch that trailer already though?
Yeah, I've seen it there. This I'm actually interested in. You might like it.
All right, put it on.
This game is called Gang of Dragon. Kind of gives me Yakuza vibes.
Yeah, of course. Just the title alone.
fucker! Shinji-san, yeah? Time to settle up.
Hey, Daiki. When'd you make it back?
Excuse me, sir. Shut your mouth.
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now.
I love like the enforcer vibe, big guy.
Okay, just kill him.
Gang of Dragon.
See, my biggest fear would be that the whole game centers around running around a city like the Yakuza games
Yeah, it's most
did.
likely what.
You know, and I get that, right?
Yeah.
So, but I would want the gameplay to be really enthralling for me to stick with it for as long as I would need to. I like the character. I like the setting that they're going for and what they're trying to set up. But it's going to have to be more than just a Yakuza wannabe.
Yeah, I'll say we haven't seen any gameplay, so it's impossible to say. It definitely looks like a game. It's very Yakuza-esque. Like, go around, do so and so. It most likely is that.
That's fair.
We'll see.
Sure.
Keep this on our radio. Let's skip Lego. Let's go to Tomb Raider.
The entire world knows your legend. You survived.
I've actually been anticipating Tomb Raider for years now, so let's go this.
So wait, Laura's got tits again?
Whoa!
You mean they made a female character sexy and not frumpy and fat?
Whoa!
But I say, all legends must come to an end.
Actually, this is a direct sequel to the OGs, I'm pretty sure. The original series.
That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting started.
Damn, she's got a nice rack.
Yeah.
I'd bury my face in them any day.
Set in India, which is a
classic Tomb Raider setting. Yep.
Yeah. Character model looks good. No gameplay, unfortunately, but
it's all right. I'll be curious once we get it, though. I'll want to check it out.
Yeah. It's a brand new game, Tomb Raider Catalyst. I think it looks very solid.
Oh yeah, I hope it's I hope it comes out as good as it seems.
Now we're gonna get the Tomb Raider Atlantis remake here. This one I'm excited for. I loved this game when I was a kid.
Began. And everything changed.
Do you mean the original? You don't mean the original, do you?
This is the OG. It's a remake of Atlantis, I think part 2.
No.
Oh, advertisement.
No. The original game took you through Snow Tombs, Dinosaur Land.
No, it's not part 1. This is part 2, I think.
But the events
I don't remember.
are still etched in my memory.
Clearly, it's in the
There's our OG outfit on.
Lost worlds. Frozen in time.
Okay, that's all from the first part of the game.
Yeah.
New discoveries.
So they're remaking the first game.
This is a remake, yes. This is coming next year, 2026.
So this is the second remake of the first game.
Yeah.
Because they've remade the first game before.
Classic.
Dinosaurs.
I didn't know then.
But this is like a full-blown remake.
Oh yeah, T-Rex time, baby. Oh yeah!
This is definitely
Awesome!
a must buy for me. I'm excited.
That I'll be playing. Yep.
Graphics are great.
Graphics are great.
Laura looks fucking hot.
Yep, Laura's hot. That's the most important thing. Nice ass, great outfit. Yep. Perky tits. That's what I'm looking for. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Yes!
Some legends are destined to be retold.
I'm excited for that.
That I'm excited for. I want that. That I'm getting. Guaranteed I am buying that.
26.
I'm buying that shit. That's probably a day one for me.
That's definitely day one.
Yep. Okay, you can keep going. You don't have to. We're good.
I don't know. I do want to react to this one.
What is it? Yeah.
We're getting back-to-back releases. I'm excited.
Great. Yeah. Catalyst, I'm not sold on. Tomb Raider Atlantis, day one.
All right, Neo, this is for us right here.
Huh.
Sci-fi, kind of retro sci-fi.
Yeah. Are they going back in time or going forward or whatever?
I think they're going to a planet and they get like sucked into a black hole.
Oh, okay. I already like this.
Yeah, definitely game for me and you.
Oh yeah, I like this vibe.
Like grotesque bioorganics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Subnautica or what? Subnautica 3?
That'd be a very interesting twist.
Can we breed that? Whatever that is?
Can we breed it? She's missing half of her torso, but...
It's okay, I only have to deal with half of her shit.
This game is definitely trippy. You know what it is, baby. Forest Part 3.
Oh, I guess so, sure. I didn't even recognize that that's what that was. I'm sorry.
It's way different than the other ones, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank God they needed to change because second one was mid.
Alright.
Not interested in Diablo. Not interested. Not interested.
Double 7. I do want to watch this movie.
Yeah, that I'm interested in. Jared and I will probably play this.
Yeah. Lords of the Fallen I did enjoy after the updates that came out.
But we really can't play it. I got rid of my PS5.
Oh man. It's on Steam. I'm actually very interested in playing a team, especially with co-op.
Paths through shadow. I will walk them with you. Wherever they may lead. No matter the cost.
This looks really good. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better than the first one.
The first one was great.
Yeah, just the boss designs alone, like this is very cool.
Oh yeah.
And it's seamless co-op.
Yeah, that is such a nice change.
Yeah.
Father, forgive me.
Look at that, that's so cool. Cut his head off. Like in that movie Head Off. I'm excited for Roses to Fall Into. The first one was rocky. They actually made it really good with the updates that came out recently. I'm excited for this one.
The ending of the first one sucked ass.
Yeah.
So I
don't
really
know
hope
if it's a day one, but
I hope the ending of this one is significantly better.
yeah, I do want to play Roses to Fall Into. Sorrows, I'm not interested in. This game actually, I think you'll like.
That I want to see because it's from the
no
people.
lie.
It's from the people who did that Ascent game.
Yeah. This is a Returnal copycat.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah,
It's made by House Marquee. They made Returnal.
Yeah, I'm not interested. It's just the same game with a different main character.
Yeah. All right. No law. I'm very interested in this one.
A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone wants a piece. No laws, no oversight, just the jungle creeping back in, both the vines and the people. The mayor stepped in where the government couldn't.
Very cyberpunk vibe.
Order, and they'd be the ones to bring it, keeping the peace on their terms. I walked away from it all, kept my hands in dirt instead of blood. But desire is a fickle mistress.
Just an ex-con trying to have a good life.
Let me go.
Advertisement. I hope Neo removes this from the final cut.
I'm not editing any of this, bro.
It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way. Every last one of them.
I'm definitely interested in this game for sure.
They're gonna learn something real simple.
Very brutal.
Dying Light 2 meets Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's not a bad comparison actually.
You reap what you sow.
No law. Definitely interested in that.
You can definitely tell that's from the people who did the Ascent.
Oh yeah. What is this? Oh.
Where
definitely
Winds
interested in this.
Where Winds Meet is such a good game.
This is Phantom Blade Zero, I think it's called. It's coming up here.
I already saw Phantom Blade Zero.
Okay, you saw it already.
I saw the rest of those trailers. We don't need to watch anymore. I saw all of that.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw all that.
Alright guys, and we're ending the podcast with this amazing reveal.
Here we go, guys. This is going to be Game of the Year 26.
Made by veterans that worked on Apex and Titanfall.
And it was made by some ex-Concord devs.
Hell yeah.
So you know it's going to be good. You know.
This game looks so good.
It looks so generic.
Honestly, Neo, I'm sick and tired of hero shooters, 66 hero shooters.
Yep.
They're not fun. Marvel Rivals is really solid, and they really kind of broke their way in there, but this looks so generic.
The thing is, you say new breed of shooter, and it literally looks like all the other hero shooters.
The standard hero shooter.
This literally looks like Valorant meets Concord. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be one of those guys, but this is Concord 2.0.
Yeah, no, dude, it's literally being called that.
Nobody wanted this, nobody asked for this.
Yeah, nobody needs it either.
It looks generic. It's gonna die in a month, and the servers, you're gonna see that tweet in a month from now.
And they're already getting into it on X and Twitter. I mean, dude, it's just it's so pointless.
And to end the Game Awards on this shit reveal is so disappointing to end a great night on a low note like this. To me, those mouth breathers are like, oh, this is amazing.
You know, and Jared and I were watching this, and I was kind of like, maybe this isn't going to be so bad, you know? But then once I realized what it was, I'm like, ugh, same shit we've seen.
66 hero shooter. Nobody's going to care about this game in a month.
Yeah, dude, wait till they show that main character again. Look at his gay-ass haircut he's got.
I am the coming storm.
Yeah, right there, look at his gay-ass haircut, dude. Like, everybody has that haircut now.
This is just not it. Nobody wants games like these anymore. Overwatch and Marvel Rivals took the space, and it should just stay that way.
I am a warden, and this is my oath.
Every person has that haircut. All right, you can
It comes
pause
out in
it.
January,
You
so
can pause
maybe
it.
we'll play it for free. Me and Neo are gonna play High Guard.
Oh yeah, dude. If I could play High Guard for free, I'll play that with you, no question. Now, Ricky, I want to talk to you about this real quick. You know, I thought some of the trailers we watched looked good. And I actually think Resident Evil Requiem looks better than I thought it was going to.
They got you with that mansion, yeah.
It did. No, but I think it looks better and is a little bit
really
more.
good.
It's a little more enticing than I thought it was going to be. And I have to tell you this, dude. Out of all the trailers we watched, you know what I'm most hyped for? Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's hype.
Dude, Tomb Raider's hype.
Classic
Not only are they
graphics,
remaking the classic, just like you said, not only are we getting a new game, but dude, she's got perky tits and a tight ass again. She's not a frumpy, dumbass bitch.
Listen, gaming is healing.
Yes, dude. Gaming is healing.
Double D titties.
Yes.
You know, ass all out. Like that's
oh my god, dude. Yeah, and we're not gonna make it flat so we don't offend sensitive women.
She doesn't look androgynous, whatever they call it. Like she looks like a woman.
She looks like a woman.
And she looks fucking good.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get off at the trailer.
Let me ask you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What is your most anticipated game in 2026?
Tomb Raider Atlantis.
Tomb Raider Atlantis. Okay. So Catalyst, not so much.
Tomb Raider Atlantis. Sure. Well, now hold on. You're not being fair. Tomb Raider Atlantis, Catalyst comes out in 2027, and I haven't seen.
Right. That's true.
I haven't seen enough about Catalyst to say Catalyst is hype. When the trailers and gameplay come out, you and I gotta watch and react together. And another thing. Star Wars, I want that on our radar, and I want to react to that when we get gameplay for that. And there was another game I want to watch gameplay with you for too. The Forest, once we get more about that.
I do want to check that out. Me and Neil love to play The Forest or any survival co-op
Yeah,
games.
dude. We always jump into those games for 2 hours before we refund
I will
them.
say, I'm very excited for Phantom Blade. I do want to play that.
That game does look good. Yep. I did watch that on the Game Awards. That does look good.
The obvious choice is, I could say, GTA 6 is my most anticipated game. But if we're going to be realistic, let's pretend it doesn't exist. I think Phantom Blade is up there.
You know, I've said this.
Tomb Raider's up there.
I've said this, and people don't like it when I say this. I have 0% excitement for Grand Theft Auto 6. None. I played Grand Theft.
That's to say, he might not change he could change his mind in the future.
I won't change my mind in the future. I played Grand Theft Auto 3 so much when I was a kid. I played it almost every day when I came home from school when I was in like early high school. When Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, I played it for an hour and I couldn't play it anymore because I was already bored. Then I played Grand Theft Auto 5 like 6 years after it came out. Everybody's like, oh, I can't believe you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, bro. What's wrong with you? So I sat down and played it for a couple hours. Haven't touched it since.
Hey, Grand Theft Auto's Grand Theft Auto. You know,
yep, GTA is GTA. Yeah. You've played one, you've played them all. I get it. I totally get why people are into it. Lynn loves it. She's obsessed with it, right?
If 3 was your favorite, we're going back to Vice City, baby.
I ain't even saying 3 was my favorite.
Back to Vice City.
3 was all I knew. 3 was all I had. I didn't have anything else, dude. We were in the PS2 era at the time.
Don't worry, guys. Me and Neo are going to run a cocaine empire in GTA 6 Online.
The hell we are. I ain't got that kind of time, dude. I already own one business. Now, anyway, let's get back to reality here. This was awesome to get back on the Exposed Gaming Podcast with one of my best friends, Ricky. Ricky, dude, it's first of all, it's so nice to be back on here with you, dude. It's so nice to be able to discuss and chat about games with you. And I want you to know, it was really nice to get your thoughts tonight on a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows. I feel like you are really balanced when you give your take on a game, even if the game is bad, right? You could probably tell me 3, 4, 5 things you liked about Shadows. But for the most part, dude, I feel like when I talk to you about games, sometimes I fly off the handle, F this game fucking sucks, you know. But then you'll kind of bring me back to reality and be like, well, Neo, did you know? And we'll kind of have a, more balanced discussion. I always like talking about games with you, Ricky. And I want you, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. The second thing I want to do is I'm looking forward to checking out some more gameplay with you for the games that we checked out for trailers tonight. And I also want to invite all of my viewers out there who are serious gamers to check out games like Expedition 33, Hollow Knight Silksong, Total Chaos. Ricky, what was your game of the year?
Dispatch, play it. It's really good.
Dispatch. It's a game I want to play. I can't wait to check it out, and you guys should too. My other really close friend, Thug Turtle, Gage, the dealer, you guys know him. He says it is one of his favorite games in years. Ricky, before we close it up, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. So, to do a quick recap, I think I just stated my game of the year was Dispatch. It's amazing. If you like a character-driven, really deep story, if you like the superhero vibe, it's a must-play. It's just very good. The characters are very deep. You get involved with them. You're interested in their backstory. I highly recommend everybody play that game. It's really good.
Awesome.
Worst game of the year for me, Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's just, it hurts extra because, like I said, Assassin's Creed used to be my favorite franchise, and they just butchered it, and it's just hard.
Yep.
Shadows, worst game of the year for me. I haven't played Expedition 33. I feel like I should play that. It won so many awards. Maybe I will. And if you guys have any favorite games of the year, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we want your game of the year.
You're doing, like, yeah.
Down below in the comments. You guys like the video? If you enjoyed us getting back together for the hour-long podcast tonight, Neil with the Balding Plebs, and I'm joined here tonight by one of my closest friends on the face of planet Earth, Big Dick Rick. And we're going to see you guys right here next time with another episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Ricky, take us home.
Bye.